podiums the horn sound. Citron finds a bag of explosive. Watson runs away. Ichigo and Mako fight for a bag. Mako gives up and retreats. Kindred, Minerva, and Shuna work together. Mechanic retrieves a trident. Abe shoots an arrow at Salem but misses and kills Frost. 2B runs away. Gates takes a sickle. 801, Fujiwara, Loader, and Cassandra share everything they gathered before running. Maho runs away. Sayori gathers as much food as she can. Hex Maniac sets off an explosive, killing Tarawat and Athena. Sam kills Eva with her own weapon. Sasha snatches a pair of sais. Azusa receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Priestess and Aqua fight for a bag. Priestess gives up and retreats. Captain Phasma runs away. Glaceon takes a spear. Tally runs away.
Both of them are priestess.
Yeah.
Aqua's class is and Konosuba's priestess.
And Priestess lost.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Idiot Servant. Anyway.
Io decapitates Ember with a sword. Brigida kills Yatsuba with a sickle. Samuel Hayden grabs a backpack. Day 1. Aqua discovers a river. Cassandra picks flowers. Mechanic makes a slingshot. Yep. 2B discovers a cave. Mako thinks about home. Shuna chases Watson. Minerva is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Sam searches for a water source. 801 makes a slingshot. Sayori, Io, Abe, Glaceon, and Captain Phasma hunt together. Citron camouflages himself in the bushes. Not possible. Kindred sprains her ankle while running away from Gates. Salem, Fujiwara, Tally, Samuel Hayden, and Sasha hunt together. Maho steals from Azusa while she isn't looking. Loader, Brigida, and Priestess hunt together, and Ichigo sprains her ankle while running away from Hex Maniac. So far, Frost, Tarawat, Athena, Eva, Ember, and Yatsuba are dead.
Yatsuba is part actually the least likely.
Wrong. Cassandra cooks her food before putting her fire out. 2B passes out from exhaustion. Maho tries to treat her infection. Samuel Hayden begs for Mako to kill him, but she refuses. Citron fends Fujiwara, Minerva, and Sayori away from his fire. Glaceon convinces Ichigo to snuggle with her. Brigida screams for help. Salem goes to sleep. Captain Phasma thinks about women.
Fucking Pokemon of Ice convinces someone to...
They convince Ichigo. Yeah. Brigida screams for help. Salem goes to sleep. Captain Phasma thinks about winning. Shuna and Sam run into each other. Watson receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Hex Maniac goes to sleep. Abe begs for Gates to kill him, but she refuses. Tally destroys Loader's supplies. Mechanic, 801, and Azusa successfully ambush and kill Sasha, Kindred, and Io. Priestess unknowingly eats toxic berries. Mechanic, 801, and Azusa.
Okay.
And Aqua passes out from exhaustion.
Canon.
Okay. Minerva poisons Tally's drink and she drinks it and dies. Cassandra thinks about home. Shuna practices her archery. 801 receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Azusa attacks Fujiwara, but she escapes. Captain Phasma collects fruit from a tree. Loader fishes. Citron receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Aqua searches for a water source. Abe attacks Glaceon, but she manages to escape. Yep. Ichigo sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. 2B overpowers Samuel Hayden, killing him. Mechanic, Watson, Brigida, and Salem.
Hayden?
2B.
Oh, okay. Oh, that honestly makes sense.
Yeah. Gates collects fruit from a tree. Maho receives a hatchet. Sam fishes. Hex Maniac receives medical supplies. Sarah receives food, and Mako practices her archery. Okay, Sasha, Kindred, Io, Priestess, Tally, and Samuel Hayden died.
How's Priestess die?
Priestess ate toxic berries.
Oh.
Okay, night 2. Salem sets up camp for the night. 2B stabs Brigida in the back with a trident. Fujiwara destroys Abe's supplies while he's asleep. Sayori defeats Hex Maniac in a fight. Yeah, basically. Sam, Aqua, and 801 discuss what might happen in the morning. Shuna thinks about home. Captain Phasma stays awake. Gates convinces Loader to snuggle with her. Ichigo and Citron sleep in shifts. Maho destroys Minerva's supplies while she's asleep. Glaceon cooks her food before putting her fire out. Mechanic is woken by nightmares. Azusa let Mako into her shelter. Cassandra thinks about winning, and Watson stays awake all night.
Who
Day
doesn't
3.
think about winning?
You.
Alright.
Ada-1 chases Hexmaniac. Glaceon, Gates, Fujiwara, and Salem raid Maho's camp while she is hunting. Mako receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Minerva discovers a river. Aqua tries to sleep throughout the entire day. Captain Phasma is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Abe makes a slingshot. Watson scares off Sam. Mechanic searches for firewood. Shuna questions her sanity. Ichigo, Loader, and 2B hunt together. Citron receives a hatchet. Azusa receives medical supplies. Cassandra tries to sleep throughout the entire day. And Sayori practices her archery. Only Brigida died. Night 3.
Good.
Glaceon loses sight of where she is. Ichigo repeatedly stabs Sayori to death with sighs. Azusa thinks about winning. Loader, Shuna, and Mechanic discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Fujiwara and Citron talk about the other tributes still alive. Hexmaniac quietly hums. Aqua receives an explosive. Sam destroys Maho's supplies while she's asleep. Salem defeats Minerva in a fight but spares her life. Watson dies of dysentery. Ada-1 tends to 2B's wounds. Captain Phasma thinks about winning. Mako falls into a pit and dies. Cassandra passes out from exhaustion. Abe goes to sleep, and Gates accidentally steps on a landmine. Day 4. Loader picks flowers. Fujiwara sees smoke in the distance but decides not to investigate. Minerva receives fresh food. Sam tries to spish fear with a trident. Citron and 2B work together for the day. Ada-1 tries to spish fear with a trident. Captain Phasma is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Ichigo picks flowers. Mechanic hunts for other tributes. Aqua questions her sanity. Azusa chases Maho. Glaceon sets off an explosive, killing Abe and Hexmaniac. Cassandra scares Shuna off, and Salem receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Abe, how does it feel to die to a Pokemon?
Pretty fucking understanding.
Yeah. Ichigo thinks about home. Ada-1 receives medical supplies. Shuna and Azusa run into each other and decide to truce. Citron fends Cassandra, 2B, and Maho away from his fire. Damn, he just had to fend off everyone. Fujiwara, Citron, this is the second time he's fended off 3 people. He's a force to be reckoned with.
He also is an enforcer class, I mean.
Yeah. He can also camouflage in bushes somehow. Fujiwara, Captain Phasma, and Loader discuss what might happen in the morning. Salem begs her mechanic to kill her, but she says no. Sam climbs a tree. Glaceon, Aqua, and Minerva cheerfully sing songs together. Day 5. Citron tends to 2B's wounds. Captain Phasma discovers a river. Loader, Aqua, Salem, and Maho raid Ada-1's camp while she's hunting. Mechanic runs away from Fujiwara. Shuna attacks Glaceon, but she manages to escape. Cassandra, Azusa, Ichigo, and Minerva raid Sam's camp while she's hunting. Night 5. Ada-1 looks at the night sky. Shuna questions her sanity. Loader thinks about home. Ichigo begs for Mechanic to kill her, but she says no. Minerva passes out from exhaustion. Glaceon attacks Aqua, but Sam protects her, killing Glaceon. Captain Phasma cries herself to sleep. Citron is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. That would be due to not having opposable thumbs. 2B thinks about home. Fujiwara loses sight of where she is. Salem forces...
Home is the space station.
It is?
Yeah, the 2B space station.
Then she thinks about a space station. Salem forces Maho to kill Cassandra or Azusa. She refuses, so Salem kills her instead. Sam is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Aqua collects fruit from a tree. Ada-1 fishes. Captain Phasma tries to spearfish with a trident. 2B searches for a water source. Azusa camouflages herself in the bushes. Ichigo searches for firewood. Shuna goes hunting. Fujiwara and Loader track down and kill Minerva. Citron receives fresh food. Mechanic attacks Cassandra, but she manages to escape. And Salem accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Mechanic, Shuna, and Aqua discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. 2B lets Cassandra into her shelter. Ada-1 dies from thirst. Captain Phasma, Azusa, and Ichigo cheerfully sing songs together. Loader starts a fire. Sam and Fujiwara talk together, and Citron receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Captain Phasma, Sam, Ichigo, and 2B team up to grab food, weapons, supplies, and memoirs. Cassandra throws a knife into Aqua's chest. Shuna dies from an infection. Mechanic severely...
That is canon.
It is?
Yeah, Cassandra can throw her fucking sword at people.
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant Shuna dying from infection. Okay.
No.
Mechanic severely injures Fujiwara and puts her out of her misery. Citron doesn't go, and Azusa pushes Loader off a cliff during a knife fight.
Who really kills Fujiwara?
I forget. I already went to the next page, but someone killed her.
I know that.
Yeah. I think it was Loader. Or it was either Loader or Kindred. Actually, neither of them are alive anymore, so never mind. Captain Phasma... Oh, it was Sam.
Yeah.
Okay. Captain Phasma camouflages herself in the bushes. Cassandra diverts Sam's attention and runs away. Mechanic makes a wooden spear. Ichigo fishes. Citron tracks down and kills Azusa, and 2B searches for a water source. Okay. 2B thinks about winning. Captain Phasma, Sam, Citron, and Mechanic form a suicide pact and kill themselves. And Cassandra and Ichigo huddle for warmth.
Who won?
No one yet. A bunch of people formed a suicide pact.
So yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
They just made sure Captain Phasma went first.
Yeah. Okay, you have 2B, Cassandra, and Ichigo left. Cassandra searches for a water source. 2B camouflages in the bushes. Ichigo is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Night 8. Cassandra's trap kills Ichigo, and 2B dies from hunger. Cassandra is the winner.
Alright. That's not that bad of an ending.
Yeah.